time has come. The top two seeds in the college football playoff have arrived for their championship moment. Two teams that have essentially been on a collision course for months. They had high expectations, high pressure, but they met those challenges. Now, which side will go home fulfilling their ultimate dream here tonight? Welcome to gleaming State Farm Stadium, the home field of the Cardinals in Glendale, Arizona. As we'll see, last season's national champions, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it. This football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion. Kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Takes off to his right. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Behind the sticks here after the loss, second down and 11. We'll have to throw it here on second down. Grab made by the tight end. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And it's hauled in way downfield. Makes the first down, but crazy price. Big hit there at the end.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with him.
And the Golden Gophers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Looking for a receiver. Moves out of the pocket. Back-to-back deep shots. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense. Right, so it's 1st and 10, back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 15. Now here he goes. Across the 40. At the 30 now. They finally get him down at the 10-yard line. Sets up a 1st and goal. What a play. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays.
And now the defense able to bring him down.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup and put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. The receiver grabs it. Tackled after the completion down at the 1-yard line.
Chris, I know they got some positive yards here. I got to say, I'm really impressed with this defense and the way they're flying to the football. They realize, hey, this is the national championship. They got to try to buck up here down by their own goal line and come up with a big play now on 3rd down.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Intercepted in the end zone.
Well, this isn't exactly how we envisioned this game getting started. You see an interception early, you're thinking, okay, great opportunity. Bang! They throw an interception right back. So everything is even. We can start all over, and the offense comes back out in the field.
Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Oh, delay of game penalty. That's the last thing you want to do at this placement in the field. Going to hand this off. Defense, ears pinned back. They tackle him right there at the 3. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the 2nd down play. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. They'll mark off the penalty yardage. It's half the distance to the goal. 2nd down play coming up. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
With these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going, and it's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Wants to throw it. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
What a play by this defender to step in and swat that deep ball away.
The Golden Gophers will send their punt team onto the field. And the ball is away from his own end zone. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. TCU offense takes the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
A completion sets up a 2nd down play. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. Quick throw, the catch is made. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
It's 3rd down for the offense. They'll try to run for the 1st down. And they get the conversion there. Set up now 1st down at the 38. And the Horned Frogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. A short completion with the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Getting set for the 2nd quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the 1st quarter at all. Getting set here now for the 2nd period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark after that opening quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Incomplete. Very lucky to avoid an interception there.
Well, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this 1st half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his 2nd interception in the 1st half alone.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Makes the grab. Can he get there? They finally tackle him down at the 1 after that catch and run.
Boy, how about the read here by this quarterback to find his open man and keep this drive moving? Great conversion. And when you're in the red zone, you got to think about getting a touchdown. You want to come away with 6 points, and now they've got a shot to get it.
Man, looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. They draw 1st blood in this national title game.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
PAT makes it 7-0. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can you get a drive going this time? Breaks free.
Cristiano, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They make the tackle, but that screen pass call worked out. They gained the first down yardage.
Great patience here, great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the back, and he's got a convoy in front of him for a nice first down.
And here's that wrinkle, the wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. Oh, a fumble here. Can you believe it? Recovered by the defense, and they're on the move. Oh, look at the big fella trying to get all the way home. Can he make it? Touchdown, Texas Christian. A defensive score in the title game, and this place is coming unhinged. That's a scoop and score. Defense making a monster play there.
Well, his eyes must have gotten so big when he saw that ball pop out, chance to pounce on it, and instead of doing it the more conservative way and just falling on it, he decides to take it to the house for a touchdown, something he'll remember for the rest of his career.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackle at the 5-yard line. The coverage team makes him pay for that decision. Minnesota offense takes the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Running back grabs it on a screen. Breaks a tackle in the clear now. He's in the clear. Past the 50. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Minnesota, as they answer with their first score of this title game.
How dangerous is his offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And they'll set up now for the extra point drop. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to scramble. On the run here, lets it go. Checks this down to the running back. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down.
We're in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Handoff running right. A quick juke. They got him, but not before making first down yardage. They move the ball to the 41.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Give it to the back again. He's tackled just short of the midfield line of the 49.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Horned Frogs starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, and he'll hand it off. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. It's a run. Running back's got it. And that run produces a decent gain.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. He's got a man down the middle. Touchdown, TCU. They connect for 6.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. I believe they can line up here and go for the onside kick. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout in the talk strategy. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Look out, room to run here. That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down. The timeout is called. To talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Pressure is coming. Lets it go under heavy pressure, taking a shot. Catch made down near the 10, and he's still going. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play on this Wildcat look. It's a first down. One huge play has changed the drive. Now let's see if this offense can cash in this red zone opportunity. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to the end zone. wide open. Look out. Solid gain on the play there. Wiped out by the penalty flag. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback dropping back. On the move now. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
First half clock with just 8 seconds remaining. It'll be 1st and 10. Here comes the handoff. Get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Just gets it away, taking a shot. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. It'll be brought down as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Golden Gophers will kick it deep to begin the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Picks up some blocks. Can they catch him? They can't catch him. Touchdown. You talk about an unforgettable moment for that guy. A kick return for a touchdown in the championship game.
Chris, I didn't know if he had the speed to be able to take it all the way back to the end zone. Initially had some good blocks to spring him free, and then was just outrunning some angles that some of the kickoff coverage team had. Nice play.
We'll convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking deep to the right side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Quick throw to the flat. It's a screen. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
With such tough field position, at least you get some positive yards to give your punter a little bit more room. And who knows, maybe he can flip the field for you.
And here's the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Back out on the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building in the lead here in the second half. He shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short game.
Another positive gain by this back. I tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Now here's the toss play. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Short throw complete to the tight end. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Here's the toss play now, running to the right. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The pocket breaking down. He's got it with room to run. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21.
You know, with the lead in the national championship in the second half, there are a lot of offensive coordinators around the country that would be more conservative, run the ball, keep the clock moving. I love the fact that this offensive coordinator takes a chance here, throws the football, shows the confidence he has in a quarterback, and it really pays off for him.
QB keeper all the way. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Keeps it on the draw. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. It's a wide receiver screen. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert.
And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Great job here by the play caller going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. They go with a direct snap. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense.
Looking for a man deep on the right side. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Oh, and he's got some space here. And he finally steps out, but not before an excellent return to set up the offense. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. He finds some space. Oh, what a move. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Defense makes the tackle, but that Wildcat look does produce a first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. On the option. He'll toss it to the back. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. He gets loose. Gets the first and still running. They bring him down, but the Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. They'll hand it off. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Kirk, it's TCU with the lead so far. We're just 1 quarter away from crowning a national championship. Let's check out the game summary so far. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Oh, and he did not get there. The defense rising up against this elite 3rd down offense. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Fighting him off.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. He escapes the pocket. A deep shot, but he paid for it. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Oh, he's bringing it back. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Chewing clock with the running game. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Toss play, running right.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. offense takes the field. National championship game comes down to this. They've got to get points right now. Serious urgency. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. They're going to run it. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to pass here on second down. The receiver makes the catch. Tremendous toughness here. He's swarmed by the defense. The Golden Gophers will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made on the right side. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
And the Golden Gophers will have 1st and 10 here. And he drops back in the gun. Looking deep for late-game heroics. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
And now the first play of this drive now from the 35. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. Ball handed off. He breaks free. He's got the first and still going. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run. Really,
it's a fumble. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there.
Oh, the defense misses out on an opportunity. Just what they needed. Ball's on the ground, unable to recover it.
2nd down after that previous play.